Hi, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. You have me, Lolly, and Ziva, my girl. She thinks I'm talking to her, so you may see her pop in. But I just wanted to stop by for a little bit, say hi. I haven't been on in a while. Hope everyone is doing well. I have been getting some comments here and there on some of the videos, and I wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit. I put the title for this video as "This channel represents me." So, being that it represents me, I'm going to only give you guys facts, stuff that I know is true. I don't want to give you misinformation. I have been following this case since Summer came up missing. It was 3 weeks after when I started following this case. And I've been following it day and night. And when I'm following this case, I always I don't do a lot of chatting, but I do a lot of note taking. I have my legal pad. I will take notes, write down things where I've seen it from, all these things. So that I can come to you guys and talk about Summer and talk about her case and just be able to give you good information. I don't want anything that I put out there to lead somebody down the wrong path, to get them to think something different. I want to be as close to the very honest truth as we can possibly get, because this channel does represent me. It represents who I am. And I don't want anything to be false. I don't want anything to be misleading. And I will do my best to give you what I know. So, as far as everybody leaving me comments, thank you. I appreciate it. I tried to explain myself as best as I could in a reply, but I have listened to other channels. I've listened to tons and tons of channels. Those that you've mentioned in your comments, I listen to those too. So don't, think that I only stuck to just a couple and got my information from there, because I've compiled from a lot. I listen to a lot, and I only want to give facts. There's a lot of stuff out there, like the letter that got mentioned in a comment that H has written. I've heard about it. I've heard other ones talking about it, but I've not seen this letter. And I don't know if anybody can get online and say, hey, I have this letter in my hand. I see it. I've seen it. I've read it. I've held it. It is true facts. So until we know that, I'm not going to bring that to you, because that's just going to create confusion. And that's not what I want. So I have heard about it. I don't know what my computer's doing. It is going bright and then going low. So hang in there with me. But let me work on this for a second. There we go. I think I got it fixed. So, anyways, I'm going to give you all I know, and all I know that's to be the truth. We could go down rabbit holes all day long, because whole this whole story of her and her family and the neighbors and down the road neighbors, you could talk about that and do that for hours and hours. But at the end of the day, it's all about this little girl. Here's this precious little girl. The holidays are coming up. Unless there's a miraculous recovery of some sorts, she won't be home for Thanksgiving. She won't be home for Christmas. She won't get to be there to open presents with her brothers and her mom and her dad. And that is very heartbreaking. Do we Do we even know that she's alive? No, we don't. We don't know that she's not. You know, if she's not, if she is not passed on, then we just pray. All we can do is pray that whoever has her is taking very good care of her. This little girl has been dealt a raw deal in life. And I just hope that one day we get answers. And I think there's a lot of people that are committed to sticking with her case until those answers come. So I just pray that I can be here to give you new developments and hope that you just talk to your friends about her, start spreading the word. The more people that knows about her, the better. And that's just going to only help us to try to find answers. I know her dad is out of jail and mom is at home. Dad's at home, but they've been really quiet. They have not been back on YouTube. They have not been on Facebook posts and lives and interviews and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of a good thing for right now because I think they need to get their life back up to where it's a good, decent life for them, for their children. I don't know if there's a court date already passed or if there's one coming up for the boys. I don't know if they'll be able to get them back. I have no answers on that. But as far as just them as people, just a mom and a dad, a person, I hope that they do clean up their life. I hope that they can rebuild their life. I hope they can make it much better than where they were at because they were both involved with drugs and alcohol in a very bad way. And that's just a road to destruction. And I think they both kind of hit bottom. So that's a real prayer that I have. And when I say prayer, I mean, I pray about it because when you follow along with this for, a year and a half, you kind of feel like you know everything about them and you feel like they are real people. So to me, I want to treat them as if they're very real in person. So when I talk about them, I'm going to talk as if we know a lot about their lives. So let's all just kind of say just that quick little prayer, just a quick little, send up some good vibes, whatever you need to do, send some good thoughts their way because I really think they need it. And as a mom who does not have her child with her anymore, my heart does break for them, whether they know where Summer's at or what happened or whether they don't. None of us can say for sure. But they still are having to live without their daughter right now, whether they know or not. And that is a hard place for a parent to be. So I have some compassion for them in that aspect. I don't agree with the way they live their life. I don't agree with some of the stuff I've heard, but all I can say is they are parents to a little girl and she is not there. So for me, it is compassion. For me, I want to just say a prayer that they can make it through all this because sometimes life can get overbearing, and especially when you don't have your child with you, especially when you know there is a child that you're supposed to have with you. With saying that, I want to just kind of ask everybody, the holidays are all coming up and there's lots of people out there who don't have family, who will be spending time alone or the family that they do have is just, it's a rough life for them. So if you see people out that look a little down, a little quiet, just make sure to give them a smile, say hi to them, tell them have a good day, something encouraging, because you never know. Your kind words to them could make all the difference in the world. It could change their day tremendously. I sit here, and with my broken foot, I'm still nursing. And my kids are living their lives with their kids, and they don't always have time to be here. And so it's a quiet life. And I know that, if my son was still here, he would be here with me. He would be here. He'd be waiting on me. I'd be able to sit and talk to him and, all these things. But I don't have him. And it's hard. It is very hard. Mama hearts break so easily. And knowing that you don't have any more time with that child hurts even more. So when I went out today, I drove through our local drive through and just got me a drink, just a large Coke. And the girl handed it to me, and I went to give her payment for it, and she's like, "Nope." She said, "We're all good." She said, "I want you to have a good day today." And it just that little gesture, just a Coke. I mean, there wasn't much, but it just it made me smile, made me happy, because I live in a small town, so pretty much everybody knows my story and where I'm at in life and everything. And for her to do that, it just warmed my heart. And it made me think, I want to talk to you guys and just put a word of encouragement out to you. Just be nice to someone, even if you don't know them, because just that little tiny gesture, a smile, pay for somebody behind you at Starbucks or whatever it is, just a kind gesture can make somebody's day. And with the holidays and the people that we don't know, you don't know where their mind is at. You don't know where their mindset is at. So we want to encourage everybody, just always try to be a positive light out in the world, because there is enough darkness and enough bad out there. Let me tell you. I've been listening to the YouTube streets in the true crime community here, and oh my gosh, it is craziness right now. There's some that don't like the way this one's doing. They don't like that this one's going over here and protesting. They don't like that this one's over here sitting there talking about them while they're protesting. It's just a ruckus. But at the end of the day, we're all people. We're just who we are. We're where we are in life. And if we were all the same and we all thought the same, heck, it would be a very boring world. So we don't want that. We want to be different. We want to be our own person, but we don't want to be ridiculed and crucified for the way we go about doing something. If at the end of the day you have good in your heart and good intentions with what you're doing, then you just do you and be you. And if anybody has anything negative to say, just let it roll off your back. Just let it roll off your back. So, I don't want to keep you all too long. Like I said, when I got my Coke today and was driving off and everything, I wanted to make sure that I took some time today to get with you guys, to talk to y'all and tell y'all, hey, look, make somebody's day. Just anything, a little gesture. It makes a difference. It really, really does. Um, I am looking into a few things with Summer Wells and her case, and working on something that I can put together to bring to you guys. So I'm going to be continuing that, working on that so that we can talk about it. And pretty soon, when I get a little more people following us, I'll go ahead and do a live. And when I do, I want somebody to come up on panel and talk with me. Let's discuss it. Let's talk. Let's tell everybody what we know or what we don't know. But be watching for me. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit that bell. And when you hit the bell, make sure you choose the selection all. And that way, when I put out a notification that I'm going live, then, you'll be able to get it and you all can be there, and let's have a discussion. Let's really dig in and start talking about some stuff. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye and good night. And if I don't get back to you in the next couple of days, y'all have a great weekend. And always remember to try to be the light in somebody else's world. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.